From the fast action of the trading pit to the power brokers making the headlines, you'll hear it all on the Traders Network Show with your host, Michael Yorba. All right. Michael interviews the front page titans about the latest in trading tools and market trends in stocks, commodities, bonds, forex, and derivatives. The Traders Network helps you stay ahead of the curve and delivers tomorrow's trade today. Yeah. Now, here's your host, Michael Yorba.
Welcome back to the Traders Network. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us, broadcasting to you live from the Dallas KFXR 1190 AM iHeart Media Studios and worldwide through yorbamedia.com. All right, I have Robert Fireman, CEO of MariMed Advisors, wholly owned subsidiary of Worlds Online, symbol WORX, ARMSAR.com, the website. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you for the opportunity of talking to your audience today about our exciting new company and this emerging business opportunity in the medical marijuana industry.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm glad you could make it. What I'd like to do, if I could, is start with some of the expertise that you bring to the table, the management skill that you have to to take this company to where it needs to go in this virgin territory that you're charging through.
Well, my background is I'm an attorney by trade. Some people call me a serial entrepreneur. My family's been involved in business, all sorts of businesses. My cousin just sold a company called Reebok that we started here in Boston as well. So I've been buying and helping new businesses get prepared, and some of the businesses I've been in is loyalty marketing, developed the cards and key tags in the supermarket, to database services. I've been involved in developing IT security with biometrics. I started a medical billing company working with hospitals, and hopefully marijuana will ultimately be paid by third-party benefits. And one of my ventures was a hydroponic farming opportunity where we create, for urban agriculture, we develop rooftop farms in the city and grow local fresh food 12 months a year.
Wow, that's a diverse one, and I can tell you come from a long line of entrepreneurs, especially with that little company called Reebok that was in your family. Little tiny one.
Just a shoe company.
Now,
it turned out to be a brand.
Let's get into the company, MariMed Advisors. Tell us what they do, because it's kind of unique, especially in that industry sector you're in.
Well, MariMed Advisors is basically a company that provides a total solution for all the entrepreneurs and people that trying to find access into this emerging industry. What's happening around the country is, marijuana is now, medical marijuana is now allowed in 23 of the 50 states. 11 states have CBD-only programs. 4 states have gone as far as recreational allowance. So with this proliferation, and where states are being forced by referendums to adopt medical marijuana, there's no expertise in those states to provide any of the expertise of how to do it, how to build it, how to grow it, how to sell it, or what the legal obstacles and challenges there are in it.
Yeah, I can tell that there is definitely going to be a need for guidance on this program. Let's walk through some of the advisory services that you offer to the people trying to get into your industry or are already in it and still trying to find their way through it.
Well, we got involved when the referendum got here in Massachusetts, and the fact that there's still a federal law banning this product and this plants. So there's no legal expertise or accounting expertise in the states that are now evolving. So when they set up these licensing processes, there's really a need for some professional management company to come in and show them everything that was done. We learned that early on, and we met a group from Rhode Island of some great guys that had won a permit in Providence, and but what they needed from this industry, which is sort of a cottage patch, sort of pot-grown industry, no one was providing the professional management and business acumen to take it to the next level. I mean, this is an industry that's fraught with peril between the federal laws. You're growing agriculture, which has perishables. You've got legalities and all sorts of state and local people with no expertise. So we put MariMed advisors together to provide someone with the total solution to take them through the process.
Now let me dive down in there, because this is really unique ground floor opportunities here, and the medical marijuana industry is in its infancy and it's expected to grow. How much are the statistics telling us that you're looking for this industry to grow over the next days, weeks, months, years, so on?
Well, there's all sorts of numbers out there, but I would say to 8 to 10 billion by 2018. Its retail sales will rise fivefold over the next 5 years. Right now, it's about 2.2 to 2.6 billion in 2014, and probably 7 to 8 in 2018. With the advent of recreational in the 4 states out west, it's creating a whole new genre, and those statistics are just so new.
How would somebody invest in this business now? I mean, if that kind of growth rate in an industry that's, that everybody is really getting into, lawyers, accountants, insurance companies, ground floor opportunities. Now, how would somebody go about and finding the right type of investment, and who would they talk to about this kind of a thing? You know what I mean?
Well, we have a funnel of social networking, and we get calls, about 100 calls a day, through one of our associate companies, Dispensary Permits. The fact that our group has won award-winning licenses in 7 states, we set up a funnel for anyone that Googles dispensaries or cultivation, and we get all sorts of calls. We get calls from people that just want to know a thing about it. We get people with money that say how they want to get in it. But, the fact that it's so fractured state to state, geography and location and tying up with the right sort of people is necessary. And it's not for the faint of heart. I mean, the capital cost to get into this business is substantial. The fact that it's still a federal law that prohibits it makes that banks can't finance the buildings. You can't lease a building from someone that has a securitized loan because the mortgage could be called. So the business opportunity needs to be created to react to that challenge. And what we try to do is direct these people to what their ability is. And if they want to participate, we help them in the certain states that we help. There's also a network of marijuana people that for the last 25 years, through organizations like NORML, have been trying to get it legalized. And there's a whole culture under there that is so excited that this thing is finally getting some recognition and some state approval.
We got about 3 minutes left in the interview on this segment, but you also, as a subsidiary of a publicly traded company, you also help people with great ideas find the capital necessary to enter into this capital-intensive business, don't you?
Absolutely. We felt that by going into a public shell, we would be the first company that actually put some substantial assets with people that were really doing it. We saw the craze in the marijuana stocks, and we said if we could be public and really have a validated, defined business plan, be building and operating actual facilities, have people that are actually developing products, that our investors would be happy, they would be winning multiples in the equity of our stock, and we would be bringing to this industry a first-class professional organization.
Now, this sounds great. You've got an accelerator type of approach where you can guide them through the business professionals necessary to really make a business grow, and then you also are introducing people to capital formation methods to help that business go on and grow into the next level. Did I get that right on all those fronts?
That's absolutely true. We bring capital to opportunity. We take that opportunity and we make sure that it's managed right. We have to help everyone in the industry with professional management and healthcare opportunity, because a few bad actors in the industry will not help its growth. So MariMed provides that total solution from someone applying to someone needing management, turnkey. We train people. We have cultivators. We have dispensary. We know how to do cash management. And we provide that total professional managed situation to the benefit of the people, to the benefit of the investors, and obviously the states that we work in are very happy that it's being done in a safe and secure manner.
Yeah, I can see that there is a massive amount of growth for you, and the market seems to be unlimited. Let's do this. Let's pause for a break, and we'll dive deeper into your turnkey approach on the next segment. But before we do, please, contact information, and one last time, I want to make sure that we got your stock symbol right so everybody can take a good look at that. WORX, right?
That is correct.
Okay, website, phone number for anybody that wants to reach out to you?
The phone number is 617-725-8900. Our website is www.marimedadvisors.com.
Perfect. All right, Robert, we'll be back on the other side of this break with more to come, all right?
Thank you very much.
All right, good. As Robert Fireman, CEO, MariMed Advisors, these people are great in the industry. If you're going to be able to go out, get an idea, need guidance, and also capital formation. We're going to drill down into how it works on the other side of this break. We'll be right back.
Attention men and women, are you suffering from back pain, neck pain, or joint discomfort? Would you like to learn of a non-surgical solution? Call American MedFix at 972-591-6675. That number again, 972-591-6675 to receive free info on how you may qualify for natural creams that may provide you with the relief you are seeking. All products are 100% made in the USA. Call now, 972-591-6675 or visit AmericanMedFix.com.
The Garage is a business accelerator and investment fund looking for new ideas in technology, manufacturing, and consumer goods. Our 90-day intensive workshops, taught by entrepreneur mentors, are focused on one thing: helping you make money faster. Each week, you'll experience a class taught by successful entrepreneurs with the guidance of experienced mentors in your field. We get you to revenue faster and help you find investors when the time is right. To learn why we're different, go to workthegarage.com. That's workthegarage.com.
Napa know-how! It's Secret Santa time, and you drew Carl. He loves kitten videos, talking about kittens, and drives a tiny car that looks like one. Carl needs to man up, so get him a quality 7-piece Evercraft combination wrench set at Napa for only $9.99. $9.99 for wrenches to take those ridiculous kitten ears off his car. Hopefully. Conquer the job with Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer expires 12/31/14.
Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost you thousands. The Quicken Loans PMI Advantage is our lender-paid mortgage insurance program. You see, we pay the PMI so you don't have to. PMI Advantage can give you more options, more flexibility, and may save you thousands when you refinance. To learn more, call us at 800-QUICKEN. That's 800-QUICKEN, or visit us at quickenloans.com.
Important terms and conditions apply. Calls for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
In small towns and big cities around the world, Habitat for Humanity volunteers gather. Hammers are raised, bricks are laid, and another family finds shelter in a home they help build. Habitat volunteers are changing lives for the better, and in the process, maybe even their own as well. Support the work in your community or wherever your heart leads you. Volunteer, get involved, and help build it. Visit us at habitat.org.
Have a car you're thinking of trading in or selling on your own? Would you rather not deal with all the hassle? Take the easy route and help a kid at the same time by donating it to Dallas Can. Your car will be picked up for free within just one day. You'll get a great tax write-off, and you'll feel good about yourself for doing something good for at-risk kids who need a second chance. Call today at 972-274-5437. That's 972-274-KIDS. Or you can donate online at texanscan.org. Call today, and remember to write off the car, not the kid.
Welcome back to the Traders Network. Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. We're broadcasting to you live from the Dallas KFXR 1190 AM iHeart Media Studios, and worldwide through yorbamedia.com. All right, I'm joined on the show with Robert Fireman, CEO of MariMed Advisors, wholly owned subsidiary of Worlds Online. WORX is the symbol. All right, Robert, welcome back to the show. Oops, did we lose Robert?
No, I'm here.
Oh, good,
Can you hear
good.
me?
Yeah, now I can hear you great.
Okay.
All right, Robert, we talked about a lot of high-level concepts and touched on some points in the last segment, but this one, I'd like to see if we could drill down into your proven approach, this turnkey approach that you have for people in your industry sector.
Sure. I mean, to produce and develop a first-class cultivation and dispensary, it all starts with finding the right property. I mean, so it involves sourcing real estate, finding the right zoning, being in the right state, complying with all the state and federal laws. We have architects and engineers that then design efficient and functional facilities that follow our security and best practices that we developed. We then have software for website and POS integration, and we have total training and a whole employee training, and we source all sorts of people for all sorts of these facilities around the country. I mean, the real issue is producing safe and secure medicine. We've developed growing techniques that allow for all the proper safeguards so you don't lose crops, and you produce a safe and secure crop every weekly so you have enough product for your patients. I mean, the big thing we're trying to do now is with patient assessments, understanding their conditions, and through extractions and creating oils and new medicine, we are producing what we think are precision dosing for specific symptoms and specific conditions. We're trying to engage with physician outreach so that we're involved in programs that make good public sense and are doing an incredible job. In Rhode Island, we've talked to and worked with pediatric neurologists and oncologists where we are providing CBD-type medicines for kids with epileptic and spasmodic disorders. We're talking about moving that into the state of Maine now and conducting some research with it. You know, with the federal law, most of the research was done outside the country. We're interfacing with people from Israel and the Netherlands who have done clinical research with cannabinoids and working on all sorts of illnesses from PTSD to AIDS, cancer, MS, and nausea and pain. So the whole thing is to try to turn an industry around and provide medicine to people that need it, whether it's children or senior citizens that are all on these expensive maintenance drugs, when they could that are burning up their stomach and causing all sorts of side effects, when a half a cookie could put a smile on their face, allow them to eat and get a good night's sleep.
You've got something happening in Illinois that you wanted to bring up. What's going on there?
Well, after we developed the Slater Center, we built it to be replicable and scalable. We put a team to help people with applications. So in Illinois, we've helped, I think, 16 applicants file for cultivation and dispensary permits, which we just got word might be awarded as early as December 15th. We just finished writing 2 award applications for 2 clients in Nevada who just within the last 4 weeks awarded new licenses out there. So once someone is awarded a license, the real work starts. So our development teams, our engineers, our hydroponic people, the build out to get these facilities put together quickly, to get growth going so that we can provide this medicine as quickly as possible. But, so that's where it's moving. The advent of these states makes the business opportunities are outstanding as we sign up clients in our pipeline that are awarded applications. The necessity of having the capital, investing it and turning it around building a defined business plan. And with our clients, we validated our financial model. We're showing a 30-40% cash-on-cash return on an asset basis. And we feel that if we can replicate this in 10 to 20 facilities over the next 2 years, our company is going to make a lot of money for our stockholders.
Looking forward, the milestones, 10 to 20 facilities, are there any other milestones you've got out there on the grease board that you're looking to achieve?
Yes, of course.
What are they?
I mean, we want to develop best practices so that are scalable and replicable and share those with other people. I mean, obviously, we want to develop this medicine and patient assessment so that research across the country is done, and the people that really, the 29% of the population that have these debilitating illnesses, are just solved on a non-toxic basis. We're looking forward to those milestones. We think we've accomplished our first money raise. We're organizing the next asset purchase to set up our next round of financing. And we're very accomplished that we're going to get some speaking engagements and become a major player in this industry.
I can see that you're poised to be a real dominant force in the industry, especially with all of the processes you've got in place. I mean, because you've got it from soup to nuts. Let me turn the corner here for just a little bit and see if we can drill down into what you're doing in the medical communities. I mean, you're working with the medical communities to develop new uses for this research. Can we bring that out?
Well, it's a tight process because a lot of the hospitals rely on federal funding. A few of them now are sending out surveys and recognizing medical marijuana. A lot of the pharmaceutical companies are now doing some stuff with synthetic cannabis. But it all starts with instead of just selling these materials at these licensed facilities, we want to collect the knowledge of how these patients are doing. What do they enjoy? What kind of results and conditions and symptoms are being cured? And we want to share that with doctors. I mean, the pediatric neurologists have crossed the line because they see that these kids are getting very well cured. I mean, this family's still moving to Colorado, but we're inundated. In Rhode Island, we have 200 families on a waiting list. In the state of Maine, we're looking at 13,000 families. So, yeah, we're talking to doctors. We're sharing the data. They're getting more comfortable. As more states open this up and they hear more good stories and more stuff, the wind is turning to get the medical community more actively involved.
So not only are you helping build businesses, employ people, you're helping people get cured with this and develop a complete industry sector from guidance, if you will, from incubation to acceleration, all the way into, if you will, mentoring through the process so it's a successful business. But more, just as important at that, is it seems to me that what you're going to end up with is a robust data platform that academics as well as professionals can delve into for future use. Am I getting that correct?
Absolutely. We're tying to the point of sale all this clinical data that heretofore wasn't done. My background with database management, as I said, we're developing certain software. We're going to aggregate that data. We're going to provide it to the hospitals, and we're going to create a compelling turn where more people are going to get it. The new work in extraction and using the molecular issues of cannabinoids is creating better delivery systems, more kinds of direct non-flour. You don't have to smoke it anymore. You don't have to eat it. There's ways through strips and different sorts of liquids that are working very well. I mean, the results are astounding. I mean, the states were against it. It was the people that stood in front of them that had, our veterans with PTSD and handicapped people that were in pain. And that compelling thing forced the referendums and has forced this industry to take its stand. The industry is now growing. They're creating its own lobbying effort. There's voter turnout happening, and it's very exciting. It's coming mainstream, and it's happening fast. And, the people that pioneer it, like MariMed advisors, are on the ground floor. The risk is high with banks not available. the ability to put up capital, take the risk, and make this happen is going to be very exciting, while it makes our stockholders a very large return.
I can see that this is definitely something we all need to keep track of. Are you going to be at any events where people can actually come up and shake your hand and talk to you about these the questions that they come from at least this interview?
Yes, well, we just finished the show in Las Vegas. There's the NCIA show. I think it's in March in Chicago. There's a show at New England medical marijuana show. I think is coming up in the next 6 weeks. But all that will be posted on our website. We'd be happy to talk to anybody that's interested in this business. I mean, we're out trying to do our second, organize the next money round. We would welcome any private investors that were interested in getting involved in a lot of the programs that we have. And we love your general audience and the public to support our stock.
All right. Symbol on that stock again?
WORX.
All right, and let me see if I got this right. ARMSAR.com for the web address?
No, MariMed Advisors.
And MariMed Advisors.
It's our Fireman at MariMed, MariMed Advisors.com.
Great. All right, it's been a real pleasure, Robert, to have you on the show. I want to thank you and wish you continued success. And I know that this ground floor opportunity is something that I'm proud to be able to have on the show because we pride ourselves on being first and ahead of the curve, and you're definitely leading the charge. Thank you.
Michael, thank you so much, and thank your audience.
My pleasure. Robert Fireman, CEO of MariMed Advisors. Symbol on the stock is one more time here on the WORX and MariMedAdvisors.com. And special thanks to 1-800 Public Relations for all their PR and media support. We'll be right back.